Hey guys, welcome back to another channel, or welcome back to my channel, another channel. I keep saying another channel. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, today's battle is going to be today's battle is going to be Sanji versus Gray from, well, y'all can see for yourself. So I wanted to do this battle because I've seen it everywhere, so I might as well just do something with Sanji. So Sanji versus Gray. Okay, so I guess I should go over Gray, right? Gray is like one of my favorite characters. Obviously, he is one of my favorite characters of Fairy Tail, even though I despise Fairy Tales with his writing, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, so Gray, he has like. Well, he has ice magic, of course. It's been a while since I watched Fairy Tail, so I'm just gonna have to make do I know. So he basically has the ice make ability, which is kind of like molding magic, which allows him to basically create and manipulate ice to any kind of construct, right? So he could just make pretty much anything of his imagination with the ice make. Pretty self-explanatory, right? He has the ice shell, which is basically like a self-sacrifice move when he can just put you in this I think it's like in this unmeltable ice, right? But it causes the user's life, so I'm pretty sure he just wouldn't do that unless it's like the lost ice. I think it's one of those, but he can pretty much self-sacrifice himself by doing that as the last resort. Moving on to the Ice Devil Slayer magic, which is basically a form of Devil Slayer magic that Gray can manifest at will, which allows him to produce, manipulate, and control the element of ice. Now, just like the other Slayers, Gray can consume external sources of ice to replenish his strength and enchant his power, while at the same time granting him immunity to it. This form of magic is incredibly potent and effective against demons. Now, Gray was given his father's magic following the defeat his defeat and departure, and to some degree it appears like the Devil Slayers can resist its effects and curses, or at least the ultimate curse, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much what he does. It's like it gives him like the boost power of his ice making abilities and makes him immune. And so it's pretty powerful magic. Okay, it's pretty powerful magic. Now, moving on, he also has the Unseen Raid. But this is only the fact that if he's battling with Julia, of course. So it's basically only powerful with Julia. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that's pretty much it for Gray. I mean, sure, you could scale him to multi-continental. Well, he could go from like continental to multi-continental with the Devil Slayer mark, because he's able to fight like base Natsu, and whatever the creator says he should be as strong as Natsu. So there's that. The emotions, all right. Due to his rage, he can get even more powerful, because I guess the power of magic is friendship. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, he basically can do that, alright? So whatever. That's pretty much all he got right now. So yeah. Now, it's also stated that he has a cold that surpasses absolute zero, which is basically questionable. So I don't know. You could take that with a grain of salt. Now, moving on. Oh, I think he has more abilities, and if I'm correct. If in 100-year quests, I think he has more abilities. I will have to make sure. So give me a second, people. Oh, he also has water make, but that's only like when he's transformed into Julia. So I guess he doesn't really have anything else except for like the Ice Devil Slayer magic. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah. Moving on. Yes, great. If I'm missing anything, please let me know, guys. So I'm just moving on to Sanji. Now, moving on to Sanji. Sanji is pretty much the cook of the Straw Hat Pirates. He's also the prince of the Vinsmoke family, right? He's also a Vinsmoke himself, so basically, he's part of the Vinsmoke lineage. Now, what abilities does he has? Well, there's a lot of things we could go over, but mainly, let's go over the Blacktail style. The Blackleg style is basically a martial arts style, because he knows martial arts that he learned from his mentor Zeph. So basically, this is pretty much designed to use one's hand to prevent them being damaged during battle, and basically you just fight in the ways of kicking. This is literally it. So with that, he also has invented another technique, which is the Roshiki Gimpo, which allows him to kick the air and jump even higher, give him like some kind of flight ability. It allows him to kick the air and walk on it. He could do this in the air. He could do this in the sea, which is called Blue Walk, which is an underwater version. Now, moving on, Sanji has created his own technique, which is heats up his leg at an extreme heat to the impacts of his kicks. And after the time skip, Sanji can go to 9 instantaneously, spawning into an amount of blazing flames, completely setting his own body on fire, and for those of his foes. Now, this pretty much improves the effectiveness of this technique, but he also, at very high speeds, can just heat up the friction. And the true nature of the technique has been yet revealed, but according to Sanji, he can use the disable Jambi because of his burning passion. Now, it's been stated by Oda himself that yes, this might be true, because if he could do it with his burning passion, that means he is hotter than any kind of flame, because his flames surpass any kind of flame, as Sanji states. And what Oda states is that nothing can really harm him. His own flames can't harm Sanji because of his burning passion, making him therefore immune to fire. Now, it could be highly unlikely, because this ability is rare enough to make Queen speculate that it's only possible if some kind of genetic enhancement, assuming he is not of the Lunarian race. But Sanji denies that this is the case, and he states he's an ordinary human being, which turns out to not be true. But we're going to go into that. Now, he created a stronger variant of Disable Jambi, which developed by Sanji during the raid on Onigashima. By combining the hardness of his ectoskeleton with his bow Shinohaki, Sanji's legs become capable of enduring flames even greater than heat than the Disable Jambi. The flames of the Alfred Jambis are so intense that it produces lightning and increases the weight and the speed of his pre-existing kicking techniques on a whole nother level. Now, this could mean that he is producing plasma itself, since he is creating lightning from his kicks. But yes, that is pretty much Sanji. Now, he also has other abilities, such as, well, if you want to give him the Ray suit, he has invisibility. But he also has cyber abilities as well, since he can enchant his speed to the point that he make people that are faster than light, yes, that are faster than light, make them questionable how he disappeared. He's doing it with high speed movement, by the way. Now, where he also has greater fire manipulation and like explosion manipulation, because he can cause several explosions from the impact of his kicks. He has regeneration, because John possesses incredible regenerative skin. It allows him to heal wounds and completely pierce their bodies, dislocated jaws, and even many broken bones. So basically, yes. And also, due to the exoskeleton, grants them like 9 invulnerable skin, which gave him like armor like bodies, so giving him like a resistance to blades and blunt force trauma. So yes, that is it for Sanji, and we're going to move on. Oh, I forgot, almost got one more thing. It's about his hockey. Hockey is definitely a key factor here. He also has the colors of ornament and the colors of observation. So basically, Sanji is specialized in the Kanbushu no Haki, where it allows him to sense the presence of others at least a few kilometers away, even see briefly into the future on a whim, which allows him to see the priceless attack of Charlotte Karakuri. Yes. Now, moving on, we're going to move on to the fight. Now, who will win between these two? Well, Gray is pretty strong if he is comparable to Natsu. And we know how strong Natsu is when he gets worked up. But yes, if you take the whole cold thing to a grain of salt, then I think Gray might win here. But since his speed is nowhere near the level of Sanji's, I'm pretty sure, I doubt it, that he ever can catch him off guard with his ice. Don't get me wrong, I think when Gray get the ice in, he's going to get him in. But can he even take the heat of pretty much like come on now, if he's emitting plasma like lightning, like come on now, lightning, he is producing lightning. Yeah, the Alfred Zombie will completely melt that shit. I'm sorry, it will completely melt it. But who knows? Like Absolute Zero is like Absolute Zero. But we take that with a grain of salt. If we don't take that with a grain of salt, and it's kind of like hyperbole, then yeah, Sanji is going to straight up like melt through all of that. He's going to melt through all of that ice, and it's nothing really. Yeah, Gray can really do much against that. Especially since like when Sanji has the advantage in terms of speed. Now the only reason why he has the advantage in terms of speed because he's MFTL plus. It's just like, it's no doubt about that. Like we have a queen that is able to contend against Marco, who is also that faster than light character. He can actually fight against Marco, even though like he could, yeah, he can also block attacks from a Luffy, right? Luffy over here is also an MFTL plus character. You block attacks from him casually, and he disappears right in front of Queen, who also has observation haki. So pretty much, yeah, observation haki, you can outspeed observation haki. It doesn't matter. So yeah, and Sanji has the internal speed. And since he can pretty much just, speed his weight, of course, speed his weight. So, yeah, he has very high level kicks. He's going to kick the shit out of Gray. Gray might get powered up by his emotions, and he might get the win here. But my money is on Sanji here. Not because I'm biased, because I like One Piece. It's because it kind of makes more sense this way. Gray doesn't really have a way to straight up defeat Sanji, who's a tank house. Like, come on, like Sanji is definitely a tank house, and he's going to straight up kick this man into the fucking orbit of the planet. Like, come on now, come on. But yes, I think that Sanji might win this one, but I also think Gray might get the win on this too. But if he is fast enough, but I don't think he will be fast enough to catch Sanji. I just don't think that. But let me know what you guys think about this. Yeah, comment down below who you think wins and why. But my personal opinion, I think Sanji might win this one. He might win this one with like mid difficulty, or you know, mid to low difficulty. But yes, that's how I think about who will win, especially since the hockey. Yeah, well, come on, don't even get me started on that. But yes, that's what I think who's gonna win. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.